Hello YouTubers, it's me again. Thought I'd come back with this part 3. It's been I think 2 weeks or so since I put the part 2 up, so I am on holiday, so I thought I'd bring my footage along and edit it and get it all on the channel as well with the part 3. So yeah, I'm in Spain at the moment, as you can see the lovely beautiful scenery behind me. And yeah, everyone needs a holiday, eh? We all do. We work hard, we play hard as well, don't we? So it's good to get away. But anyway, yeah, so for the part 3, as I mentioned on the ending of my part 2 video, the tweeters and stuff on these golfs, they come with their standard tweeters in the doors and stuff, and I wanted a sort of clean look. So there's a little trick I used, got rid of the old original tweeters, VW tweeters, and put the Phoenix Gold ones in. And obviously there's a little trick door card fix that I do. It's handy because these Mark 4 Golfs, a lot of things on them are brittle, and one of the main things is like door cards as well. Because of that opening and closing, the slamming of the door, they break apart, like the inner insert, where the handle is, like where the leather would be, or the fabric or whatever, that part breaks away. So it's a handy tip to know how to sort of just do a quick fix on them without using glue or anything. As all you need is like a soldering iron, really, and you can get them fixed in no time. A soldering iron, and if you have compressed air, it'll help just to speed up the curing process, if you want to call it that. But yeah, I hope you guys are all well. Thanks for watching. So many new subscribers and stuff, so thanks for the support, guys, and yeah, enjoy the video. Just thought I'll give you an update from the last update. I missed something out which I thought I'd just mention before I start covering all my stuff up, because once from this stage onwards, this is where I'll start putting panels back on, sealing stuff up. So I thought before I do that, I'll just give a vague idea of a couple of pointers, like what I've done with my tweeters and on my rear wiring. If you are building a Mark 4 GTI, what I've done, I mean, you can do it your own way, obviously, but I'll just give you an idea of what I've done, which was the easiest in my, there might be easier ways, but in my own opinion, I think the way I've done it was nice, simple, clean, and effective, really. So yeah, on the rear of the car, obviously I've put some silent coat Dynamite. It's like a replica of Dynamite, really. Just to sort of dampen up the noise. I've put it all the way down the bottom of the rear spare wheel well as well. Got this little wooden piece. I think I bought this in one of my old builds and sort of kept it, so it came in quite handy. So yeah, all my wiring that will run to the spare wheel well will basically be the power cable, which will run straight into the Phoenix Gold power grid, and then that will distribute all my power into my amps. I'll have my 4-channel amp down here as well, which will obviously be, here's my 4 speakers, front and rear left, front, right, rear right. So yeah, so that's all the speaker wires that'll run to the 4-channel. Then obviously I've got my RCAs for the 4-channel, RCAs for my subs, RMD controller, cabling, and the bass cube, because the knob will be positioned somewhere on the side of my seat there, just so it's easy to sort of adjust the bass somewhere nice and close. Bass cube over there. So that's pretty much what all the wires are. If you need any help or info, just maybe drop me an email or something and I can sort of give you a hand. Yeah, so that worked for me. But with the tweeters, I thought this was a clever trick. Some people might not like this and say, oh well, it's a bit too subtle, but I like a nice look, a clean look, where you can't even notice that the car's been tampered with, on the audio side of it. So on the tweeters, I basically ground out the other tweeters and put the Phoenix Gold ones in there, put some silicone on there, nice and clean, as you can see. Then I mean, once you put the cover on, you can't even notice that the tweeter's Phoenix Gold. So I'm going to do the same to the rear, because I'm working on the tweeters as well for the rear. So yeah, so I thought I'll just show that, because once that's in, you won't be able to see that. So I thought I'll show you what I've done. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So like I mentioned with the fronts, with the front tweeters on my Golf, I just ground them out and replaced the Phoenix Gold ones, in that little piece. So now with the rear ones, I'm going to do the same. And what I've done is, I thought I'll just show you. Just got a Dremel here with a, I don't know what this bit is exactly called. You guys might know the exact name. And what I've just done is, that's the old tweeter. You can see I've just ground it out. Yeah, because that used to be in there. So ground, there's 3 little plastic places that are melted to hold the tweeter on. So just grind on top of those 3 welds, and basically your tweeter comes out. And then here's the Phoenix Gold tweeter. Yeah, so the Phoenix Gold tweeter, we'll just look at how flush that sits. Goes straight in there, no problems. So yeah, that's the rear tweeters. Here's another trick and tip. On these Mark IV Golfs, the door cards are not very strong the way they sort of held in, because there's no glue, it's just sort of melted. And I'll sort of show you. So what happens is, when they put the door card, the inner piece on, they basically just sort of melt it. But what happens is, on some places, like if you look there, you can see it's sort of broken away. So what I've done, I've just fixed that one. Yeah, got my trendy soldering iron out, yeah, which is hot right now. I put some pressure on there, yeah, and after I put pressure on it, I held it down with my hand, with one hand, put my soldering iron just to sort of flatten that, and then I took my compressed air, got my compressed air quickly, blew it, to cool it down so it sets quickly. And yeah, it's held it in. Look, it's no more popping back and forth like this one was. Can you see that? Look at that. Alright, so those are all ground out. Tweeters are set. Just rub them down a bit to give them a bit of an abrasive surface for the silicone to hold them in, and we're good to go. We've sort of put everything back on the front, which I'll show you. It's all covered up now. Head unit is in. So that's what we did with the front. These door cards are being changed. I'm putting some leather door cards in there, so those will be out of there. And yeah, you can't really even notice that the speaker's been done. And there's our Phoenix Gold tweeter in there. And then obviously we got the Pioneer DA, I think DAH120 or something, which is like a sort of, I don't know, like a smart head unit, if you want to call it that. It works with all the Apple Play and whatever. We've got our voltage meter, which I need to still sort out. So yeah, all the seats are in. Seats are all in, and the front is pretty much done. Our knob is over there, a bit dirty as well. But yeah, the car's in work in progress, so no cleaning yet. And then with the rears, as I mentioned, I was in a mess with the tweeters. Now they're all stuck. I know it looks a bit untidy, but it's all solid in there. But from this angle, look at that. Look at how neat that is. Can't even notice. So yeah, we're getting somewhere, at least. And then I know in the previous video there was just wires hanging about in here. Now you can actually see it's all sort of taking shape. So yeah, we're getting there slowly. Post another video once we sort of get the back panels on, and then just sort of fire it up, hear what it sounds like. Then we can move on to sorting out all the back. I'm going to try and put a panel down, like maybe some MDF or something, so that my box can sit on there with my 12-inch subs, because it'll be 2 twin 12-inch Phoenix Gold RSDC 122s. So yeah, so we'll put those in for now. I have got some elites that I'm going to put in the future, but I need to do a lot of work before I can put them in. So yeah, that's where we're up to for now. Thanks for watching once again. Take it easy.